Alright, flicking again, onto my 5th installment into the 30-day horror challenge. I already explained what this is in the first video. Hopefully you watch them in order. That way I don't need to keep explaining, but if you don't know, 30-day horror challenge, dude named Tattoo Doorman, put it on YouTube. Every day of the 30 days is a new question or a new theme, and you gotta do your video. So, the 5th one is your favorite horror remake. And this one's probably gonna be easy for some people, but hard for other people. Easy because there's not a lot of good horror remakes out there, so the list is shorter, but it might also be harder because of that. But you know, I don't buy that many, but the ones I do buy I'm really satisfied with. And I have to say, there's one I really like that I had to debate about for a little while, but I decided this is the better one. And for me, it's gonna be the Hills Have Eyes remake. And real quick, I'll just show you, this is the unrated version. The cover, do a little dance with the cover. Yeah, it's unrated. That's really cool. I like this cover. You know, I actually made sure I bought this copy of it. I'm weird like that, but awesome remake. And I haven't seen other people doing their edition of this one, favorite horror remake, yet. So I'm assuming a lot of people picked either this one or the Rob Zombie's Halloween or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Those are all really good remakes. Maybe a lot of people picked this one, so this video is not very original, but this is my favorite horror remake that I've seen so far, and also from my collection. I think it's awesome. Maybe it might help because usually the one drawback for me when you watch a remake, at least for me, is the things you hate are usually the things people change or do differently, and you just automatically refer to the original. Oh, that's not how they did it. And I do the same thing with a lot of movies, but so maybe it helped the fact that I haven't seen the full original Hills Have Eyes, Wes Craven's Hills Have Eyes. I've seen pieces of it. I thought it wasn't that good, and I saw this first, so comparing this to that, it's kind of backwards. So now it's almost like the original is the remake. That sounds really weird, but anyway. But this movie's amazing, and trying to think of like my favorite scene. I think my favorite scene is gonna have to be. There's a lot of good scenes. You know, the main thing about this movie is it really it opens up crazy. You know, like after about I think the first 25 minutes, then it just goes like the movie just goes to hell, man. A lot of crazy shit happens. Don't want to say too much for people that haven't seen it. Pretty sure everybody's seen this, and so I don't need to talk about it if you've seen it either. But favorite scene I have to say is the fight scene between the guy. I never know the actor's name, but when the guy finally goes to confront them, he finds where they're staying at in those houses, and he confronts the weird one sitting in the wheelchair where his daughter's at. They have his baby daughter, and then the big, you know, Galoot guy comes bursting through, and he's swinging an axe, and it's like a really cool fight scene, and it's shot like a real fight scene you would see like in an action movie, and it's really good. And that was my favorite scene. But this movie is awesome. It's just because I don't know, man. You know, they did almost everything right. You know, the actors, even though you don't get to know them for too long because they, you know, a lot of them die pretty soon into the movie. You know, when it's going on, you're thinking, holy crap. You know, you can't believe it's going on, and it's pretty dark. And you know, I like a lot of lighter horror movies, but I like these types of movies too. But I thought it was just amazing. I think the director did an amazing job, and I gotta say, I say it with a few people don't like me for this, but this to me is better than the original, at least from the original that I've seen. But you know, the original being by Wes Craven, being the original, deserves a rewatch by me. So I gotta go rewatch. Maybe I'll change my mind one day, but this has definitely got to be my favorite horror remake so far. Real quick, one more time, Hills Have Eyes. This is Day 5 Horror Challenge. That's the back of it if you want to see that. But yeah, this has got to be my hands-down favorite remake. Alright.